Welcome back to Yard Finance. Today I'm here to empower you to look deeper into the future life of your little one. It's gonna be exciting, it's gonna be informative, it's gonna be purposeful. Stay glued and let's do this. Do this for your child and their future will change forever. There are some decisions you make as a parent in the life of your child and they will not understand today. But someday they will look back and say, thank you. One of the most powerful decisions you can make for your child is opening a junior stocks and shares ISA. This isn't just about money. This is about stewardship. This is about legacy. This is about living out the word of God in a practical way. And that is Proverbs 13:22. It says, a good person leaves an inheritance for their children's children. That is not just a verse. It is a blueprint. All right, so I must say there's going to be a separate video talking about the stocks and shares ISA, either the junior one or all the other ISAs that we have. But for the purpose of today, I am focusing on the junior stocks and shares ISA, not what it actually is, but opening one for your child. When you open a junior ISA, you are doing two things that shape your child's future. You are choosing what to invest in. Inside a junior stocks and shares ISA, you can invest in ETFs, exchange traded funds. Now, think of this as a basket of companies. So this is a basket. And within this basket, I could have a minimum of 100 companies. I could go higher to 500 companies, probably 1,000 companies. I could also go into one that is specified, either in tech, either in manufacturing of medication, either in industries, depending on what basket of selection that I pick. This is what an ETF is. In other words, consider a bowl of rice and each grain representing a company. It could be a Microsoft, it could be a Google, it could be Amazon, it could be any other company you can think of, BT, Share. It could be Tesco, Asda. All of these companies represent the grains of rice in one basket, and that is an ETF. Therefore, if I select an ETF based on its specification, like I said, we could have the tech ETF or other industries, AI, there's different ETFs. If you don't know how to identify these ETFs, email me. Probably I'll make a separate video. But if you really need one-on-one time with me, email me on yatfinance25@gmail.com and we can go deeper on that as well. Instead of betting on one business, you are spreading your investment across hundreds, sometimes thousands, like I said earlier. It's stable, it's simple, it's long-term. It reflects Ecclesiastes 11:2. Invest in 7 ventures. Yes, in 8, you do not know what disaster may come upon the land. Diversification is biblical. Aside the ETF, you can also select the individual companies. Now, these are companies with high risk, but high rewards, high potential anyway. And people ask me, how do I identify these companies? Let's start with your home. We can go to your living room. And as I speak to you and as you watch me, let's do a bit of a cast behind the scenes as to what you have in your living room. Your television, is it good enough? Is it clear? Do you love the picture frame? If it is, then what brand is it? Whichever brand it is, start reading into that brand. Probably it's a good prospect. If it is, then it is worth investing in. Now let's talk about your mobile phone. What is your mobile phone? What phone do you use? I use an Android Samsung. Is it good? It is good. Does it function well? Yes, it does. It does the job for me. Well, then probably it is worth investing in. So you see, these are some of the little steps you can use to identify good companies. And like Google, now everyone says Google that. But then, do you know what Google is? Read about Google. How do you invest into Google? Consider how many times you go on Google. That is how much you should be investing into Google. It's like the parable of the talent. Some servants invested boldly, others played it safe. The ones who multiplied what they were given were called faithful. Why does this matter spiritually and financially? The reason why I go in depth whenever I talk about money, it's because it is spiritual before it becomes physical. So when you miss the spiritual side of it, you lose the physical side. It is not just the goal. It is having a baseline and a grinding. The reason is because we want to be the masters of it. We do not want to serve money. We do not want to raise our little ones to serve money. We need them to have order and command over that too. And for that to take place, we need to understand spiritually the fundamentals of it. And then we can see it in manifestation physically. So why the junior ISA? It is tax-free, no capital gains tax, no dividend tax, no income tax. And because children have time, even small amounts can grow into something life-changing. Now let's take the S&P 500 for an example. This is also an example of an ETF. This over the years has grown 10% averagely. How much does your individual bank account give you? Your savings account? How much does it pay you? But this is tax-free. No capital gain tax. No dividend gain tax. This is tax-free and it's compound with years. Remember, our little ones have the years in compound. If you don't do this, you are missing out. Their future life is being penalized. Meanwhile, they did nothing wrong. That is why compound interest is often called the eighth wonder of the world. But spiritually, it's simply the principle of sowing and reaping. If you read Galatians 6:7, it says, a man reaps what he sows. When you sow early, when you sow consistently, when you sow wisely, the harvest becomes inevitable. Let's do a little bit of a practical work. Let me show you something on the screen. Let's put some maths together and let's see how factual what I'm talking about can be. Welcome back, family. And here we are practically a practical illustration of how we can invest in time, in purpose for our little one, the next generation. So this is the compound interest calculator, which I'm using for the purpose of illustration. And so I've selected a pound, say we have 50 pounds. That is our initial investment. And the interest, the S&P 500 has return on an average 11%. But just so we are safe, let me work with 10%, please. So 10 annually. And then it says compound frequency. Do you want to increase? Do you want to keep it as it is? If it's 12 months per year, that is it. Leave it like that. And then, of course, we come how many years? The child is 0. So we've started now 18. 0 months. So 18 years, 0 months. And then our deposit, it says deposit, monthly deposit. Every month, we're going to add 50 pounds. Deposit made at what point in period? So this one at the end. So each month, we're going to put 50 pounds. And then over here, it's talking about an annual deposit increase. Do I want to increase? Probably you want to add 2% to whatever it is. So say you starting with 50%, maybe you want to add, make 2% or 50%. So say, let me add 2% of it. This will be yearly. Calculate. So when a child is 18, this is how much you have for the child. Now let's assume, 50 pounds, what am I going to do with 50 pounds? 50 pounds is, well, 50 pounds give the child 34,000, compound effect. 50 pounds. Let's be a little bit generous and say, all right, I want to do 100 pounds a month. I know some people who do 9,000 pounds a year. We are not the same. And so we can compare ourselves to others. But what we can't allow not to take place is chance and time. Once the child is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to 18, we have time. And the best time to do this is right now as I speak to you. So now we've changed our initial investment to 100 and our monthly contribution is also being changed to 100. Let's calculate. This is how shocking it can be. 100 pounds a month. And when a child is 18, university education, first property, investment, you can set a business up for the child. This is what I am talking about. Let's start tonight, right now. Right now. You can do this. All right, let's go back into the session. Now you can say, what if your child is grown? It's not too late. God is a redeemer of age, time, and opportunities. If your child is 16, 18, 25, or 30, They are still powerful tools in the UK. Adult stocks and shares ISA, 20,000 per year tax-free. Lifetime ISA, 25% government bonus. Employer pension matching. General investment account. Private pensions. If you read Joel 2:25, it says, I will restore to you the years the locusts have eaten. Even if you didn't start early, you can start now. The best time to invest was yesterday. But the next greatest opportunity is right now. As you're watching me. Right now. Right now. Now, the heart of it all. This isn't about raising rich kids. This isn't about raising kids with money. This is about setting the pace, laying the foundation just so they can build on. It's imperative we set them up ahead of their peers. If we can, then let's do it. £50, £10, £20. Of course, they're not going to be rich with £50, £10, £20. If we can do 100, let's do it. You can do 200, let's do it. Open that account. Kids who understand stewardship, kids who understand responsibility. We are raising kids who understand legacy. A junior ISA is more than an account. It's a message that says, I am thinking about your future, even before you can think of yourself. It's Proverbs, it's stewardship, it's love expressed through planning, it's space, it's faith expressed through action. And one day, when they are older, when they are buying their first home, or avoiding the debt you had to fight through, or stepping into adulthood with confidence instead of fear, they will look at you and say, Mommy, Daddy, thank you. You did me well. God bless you. You set me up well. And your legacy will be transcended. This is a powerful statement to hear from your child. And I look forward to hearing these statements. Open a junior stocks and shares ISA, and that child will forever say thank you. If the child is between the ages of 0 to 18, that child qualifies. And beyond 18, like I stated earlier, there is still that opportunity. Look into it and make your child proud. God bless you. And as always, this is Yash Finance. See you on the next.